Hi, how's it going, everyone? Obviously, Derek here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you have not followed me yet, please subscribe. I'm gonna keep doing different videos, but obviously, if you see my videos, I automotive mechanic, small business, sell car parts, build engines, kind of for a living. But here to talk today about essentially making a life change. Obviously, it's not the easiest thing. If you're kind of stuck in a situation where you're at a job, like a dead end job, or if you're working for people that you don't like, they harass you, you're always late, you're uh, not motivated just to show up to a job anymore, like millions of Americans in most cases. And there's plenty of videos out there, but this is my preference of it essentially. If you're kind of stuck in that situation, you really have to look at it as in two ways here. Either you're going to stick out what you like doing there, or you're going to have to move on to something different. So, if you really like your job but don't like the people there, uh, yes, it's obvious, as like I say, you either deal with it or you try and change things up. But in most cases, things won't change. But the second choice would be is depending on your situation, if you're lucky enough like me, where you're young, or you're single, or you're not married, or whatever the reason may be, this is a better opportunity for you. And the opportunity would be is to go from employee position to a self-employed position. It's kind of the hardest thing for most people to do, especially if you come from, I'm not trying to be judgmental here, especially from when you come from a middle class background that you have to work for a paycheck for your whole life. But the reality is, I'm going to say, when you work for a paycheck the rest of your life, there's a few things you have to keep in mind with that. That a paycheck is not, today for sure, it's not a safe path. What my grandparents told me is a lot different. If this is relating to you, if you're someone young like me and listening to this video right now, don't follow that path. As in, follow what fits you best personally. But honestly, the biggest leap, you have to become self employed, and then you're going to have to um, work for yourself or build a business essentially so you can survive essentially off of that. Um, yes, it could take a year, could take 2 years. It took me about a year, I would say year and a half, to kind of be dependent through it. I do car parts and engines because I like doing that. There's tons of cars. Um, it takes a little bit of a skill to do it, but depending on what you're doing, that's fine. But I guess the point is, if you want to start becoming a self-employed or small business, is to the fastest way to do it is to do it online. That's the fastest way. And it's probably one of the safest places to become a business is online, because then you don't have to have a physical location. You don't have to have a lot of overhead. Um, you don't have to deal with a lot of those things, I guess, essentially. But yes, I'm going to tell you there's going to be days where you're not going to like it at all. You'll have either a few good weeks or you might not have a good few weeks. So, the obviously the downside to this is essentially trading, instead of trading time for money as in a paycheck, you're using your money to build a product or something or service to serve other people so you can become essentially self-dependent on it. um, this is not the easiest thing to do if it kind of correlates to whatever you're doing. Um, but keep in mind too that if you're working for yourself, yes, you're more at risk of being more reliable for yourself. This is something that I kind of noticed that in my life and family, that they kind of been so dependent on climbing a corporate ladder that they never really thought for themselves, as in building a life for themselves. And it's because they don't want you to be in control of your situations. It kind of sounds like that. I came from a family, like Great Depression or World War II era sense. So you're kind of more weary in a sense. Um, most most people probably won't experience this, but if you've been in a situation like that, just keep in mind that everything is okay. Things will change, and life will become better. But yes, depending on your situation, it might take a while, might take a long time to do. And the fastest way of doing that is to be able to find what drives you best. So, if it's making clothes, yes, it's harder. You have you have to make your own clothes and stuff like that. But I don't know. I like doing engines. I like doing car parts. Love doing that. But yes, I've had to give up a nice cushy job. I've had to give up a nice cushy apartment. I had to give up a lot of things in order to do this. So if you're someone that wants a lot of nice things, which I do agree, in your life you like having nice things, that's fine. But gonna have to make sacrifices. Could take 1-2 years, more than that, especially if you're building a business. And you're gonna learn and you're gonna fail along the way. And it depends on your effort, on what drives you the best on that. So if this kind of helps you, let me know. Um, Otherwise, please put comments in the box below, and just kind of see what you think will be best for you. Thank you.